But that's perfect for fall, and the leaves are like absolutely stunning.
Right now, look over to the right, all that red right there. Isn't that beautiful, that red right there?
It just popped out all of a sudden.
All of a sudden. And this is the weekend. I would say this is going to be one of the top weekends to come up and drive around. Here with Jesse Barton. Jesse Barton is the Community Relations Director, Cameron Hall of Ellijay, and it's time for North Georgia Senior Living. Jesse, how are you?
I'm good. I could have stayed in bed this morning. This little dreariness.
Well, then I must bring it up now.
Uh-oh.
I've not, let's see, I almost made it 2 hours and I didn't bring it up. you know what happens at 2 a.m. Sunday morning?
We don't want to talk about it.
I almost made it. Huh?
We don't want to talk about it.
That's when this time of the year, that change, believe it or not, that's when I get like, and I'm a morning person, that's when I get like, I don't want to get up, I don't want to get up.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to get up most of the time anyway, but that just kind of, I mean, yes, it's an extra hour of sleep. And you know what's really bad is those folks that work overnight, they get another hour tacked onto their schedule. You ever thought about it that way?
No. But
yeah.
I know you're going to be turning the clock. Next week at 5:30, it's going to be dark.
It's going to be so dark.
You know what I mean? Dark. Okay, let's move past that.
Yes, I'm depressed now.
Sorry.
Seasonal depression.
Folks, that leads us to our next segment where you can contact somebody.
If you need help.
I'm sorry. We need to come up with some. We need to talk about
I have started listening to Christmas music, so that's a good
thing.
Did you? I did.
November 1st. Oh, I cringe.
Okay,
okay, well, wait a minute. Then we got something else I got to ask you. Tell me you don't do the Hallmark Christmas movies.
Okay, so.
Okay, this never ends well when it's okay, so.
We disconnected cable, trying to be frugal with our pennies, disconnected satellite. Brian was missing football. So he gets
this is all Brian's fault. I can see
it.
It
is. It's late in
it's
there.
His fault.
It's late in there.
Yeah.
So he signs up for one of these monthly services. They had a terrible football program. So he disconnects. The way he chose the next one was he knew I needed the Hallmark Christmas movies. So not only did he get one Hallmark channel and his wonderful football games, he got 2 Hallmark movie channels.
He did or you did?
He was nice and said, hey, I chose one that has Hallmark for you.
Mm-hmm. So that means he got the extra 4 sports channels, though.
Probably, but that's okay.
But you just, so let's get back to the question. Are you one of those Hallmark Christmas?
Absolutely.
All right,
every cheesy one.
Every cheesy one?
Yes.
I know this person. They put on their fuzzy slippers in pajamas. There's this person I know. And I could come down and on some days and say, what are you doing? Watching a Hallmark Christmas movie. Okay. 9 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What are you doing? Watching Hallmark? I said, okay, you do know that's fourth one, number 1. And you do know number 2, somebody came home for Christmas they didn't expect. Somebody got engaged. All the above. You can list the 5 things.
Big city person comes to a small town to get away, falls in love with the small town shop owner.
But you can name all. And somehow they get into every movie, don't they?
Everyone.
Everyone. And you love it.
I do.
Oh, God.
It just leaves me all warm and fuzzy.
Okay. All right. So we've established 2 things. It's November. She's listening to Christmas music and Hallmark. I think I'm on like the other side of this because that's a popular channel. One more thing while we're at it. You want to roll with one more thing?
Let's roll.
You watch Gilmore Girls?
That is something I never got into.
Thank you. Good.
Apparently I'm missing something, though, because I know Carla says that it's like one of the best shows. 13. Several people post about it.
I got in trouble the other day over it just myself.
With Carla or who?
Some person. Person I know. Okay. All right.
Same person that watches Hallmark?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So, anyhow. All right. Hold on. Guys, let's focus. if you're home and you're in the living room and you're doing something and your wife says, do you want to watch TV? And you say, no, I'm working on something. Watch whatever you want. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't tell the wife to watch whatever she wants?
No, because just get the opportunity, watch something, because if you do, the next thing you know is you'll look across the room and Gilmore Girls will be on, Hallmark Christmas movie, and you just need to be in there 20 minutes. So don't say watch, oh no, watch whatever you want. Don't do it. Anyhow.
See, in my house, it's the opposite. If I tell Brian to watch whatever he wants, it's usually sci-fi or Marvel comic guys, Iron Man stuff.
Iron Man stuff. Okay, so the other day I'm online, and I'm going down through social media, and I look, and I see it's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, and you guys were playing that at Cameron Hall.
We did. We showed it on the big screen. So we had this huge costume contest between all our residents. Their families came in dressed up. So we had winners for the resident costumes. We had winners for the family costumes. It was really neat because most of the grandkids and great-grandkids came in, and they were able to have dinner with their loved one, have a good time. We had a musician come, and he entertained us. And so while the residents were going back to their apartments after dinner, we took all the kids downstairs to our movie theater, showed the Great Pumpkin, and then that gave the residents time to set up to do trick-or-treating. So they all sat outside their apartment doors with candy, and the kids were able to trick-or-treat in the community.
So the kids came over to Cameron Hall. You had trick-or-treating. You had costumes, because there were so many great pictures online. Had the movie, The Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. That's where Linus and Lucy sit out in the pumpkin patch, and he tells her the story of the Great Pumpkin, right?
There's a whole nother life lesson to be taught to teenage girls in that, but...
Oh, no. Wow, this segment, I mean... Okay.
Don't give up tricks or treats for a boy.
Don't give up tricks or treats for a boy.
Yeah. She wanted to go sit with him. She missed out on all the candy. Don't miss out on your candy for a boy.
This is getting so serious. So, life lessons with Jesse Barton, community. Okay, what do we have here? What do we want to talk about? This is supposed to be North Georgia Senior Living, and I'm the one getting sidetracked. What do we want to talk about today?
So we've got a couple of events. I know we had Tiana Mashburn on here a couple of weeks ago with Piedmont. So last week started our brain health segment. That went really well. We had great attendance. If you are interested in the brain health, we've still got 2 more sessions. So if you're interested, it'll be Tuesday at 10 a.m. at the Piedmont Community Center. This week we're going to be talking about factors that we can change in our lifestyle to maybe offset or put off dementia a little bit longer. The lifestyle factors that affect our brains and dementia, we're going to be talking about how we can change our lifestyles, things like our nutrition, our activity, smoking, not smoking, those kind of things.
So the brain health seminar is still going on, and you can get that information. What else we got going on, or what else is happening in your world?
So one of the big things that happened in October was a change in the Veterans Administration benefits. So that's going to be affecting veterans, their widows, and their ability to get long-term care benefits paid for. So because of these changes, we're going to have a lunch and learn on November 15th with Jeff Riblett, Asset Protection Group. We're going to be talking about the changes on the veterans benefit, how you can apply for that, what you need to know ahead of time, and what has changed.
Folks, North Georgia Senior Living with Jesse Barton here, Community Relations Director at Cameron Hall in LJ. A couple quick things before we close this morning. They are able to help you. You can get in touch with Jesse to discuss. You can discuss all the questions that come up at that time when assisted living may be part of the conversation for mom, dad, yourself, whatever it may be. Jesse will help you. Can I afford it? Call. They will work with you. They will tell you everything you have to do, everything that's available, every benefit that's available, what it would cost. I'm a veteran. Do I get benefits? Do my benefits cover assisted living? They're having a lunch and learn. They will help you through all of these questions that you have. Is assisted living right for me?
Right.
Is it time? I know I cringe when I say it because a lot of time, usually that question of is it time, nobody wants to talk about.
They don't. And there's, you know, for each individual it's different what's appropriate for you and what's not. I'm surprised at the people that think that you have to be at a certain level of disability or sickness to be able to move in. They think, oh, I'm too independent. But you said it earlier, the key word is assisted. It's not complete help, it's not total help, it's assisted help. So you don't have to reach a certain sickness level before you can start looking at this. In fact, I encourage people to come in while they can enjoy all the activities we offer. They went to the Apple House the other day and had lunch and picked apples. So, you know, come in, set up before you need those services, and you can enjoy those activities we do.
Jesse, I appreciate you. A little reminder going into the holiday season here, be careful with the scams out there, the things that are going on, the online, the calls you will get. If you're online and you get somebody sends you messages, emails, whatever it may be careful, because this time of the year they really focus in on our seniors and they ratchet it up like you would not believe. So scams going through the next couple months, be very careful out there. If you feel that you have been taken advantage of or there's a scam that somebody's trying to pull on you, please call your sheriff's office, report it to law enforcement. They want to know. Yes. Because what you will find out a lot of times is they'll say you're the 5th person that called or you're the 3rd. But if you just sit there and say, hey, you know, I don't know if I want to bother them with it, let them know, you're law enforcement. Let us know, let anybody know so we can help in any way. I'm your host, BKP. This is Jesse Barton, Community Relations Director at Cameron Hall. And we learned this morning she loves her Hallmark Christmas movies, her Christmas music. And when do you put up a Christmas tree?
Usually I'm very traditional and wait till the day after Thanksgiving. But this year, it's been a rough year for my family, so the magic and the hope of the twinkle lights on the trees is what we need.
So you're gonna change it up just a little bit?
Probably this year, yeah.
It's almost time for a Christmas tree. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be back right after this with our pet of the week.